Can't remember the last time I saw anyone play a kazoo.
Big racks. And
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is a Sean Evans lookalike that has hair, and you're watching
Hot Ass Chicken,
a parody show that has hot questions and even hotter wings. We are joined by Jay Ideas, an incredibly talented music producer of over 10 years from Pekin, Indiana. He just released a brand new album and took time out of his busy life to come here and destroy his digestive system with us. Jay Ideas, welcome to the show.
thank you for having me. I'm excited. I'm hungry. Ready to go.
I'm hungry too. How are you feeling? Do you like spicy food?
I love spicy food. I'm excited. I've eaten hot sauce all my life, and I'm ready to try some new ones. I'm excited for this.
Oh, we have quite a few new ones on the docket for you today. So the first one we're going to be touching on is the Scenic Garlic Route. This is one that I received as a Christmas gift last year in a Christmas packet. First time I'm trying it as well, so it's going to be an interesting adventure. So let's go ahead and take that one.
All right.
So first question for you today is, how has your music evolved over time, and what makes this new album unique?
Well, I started out, I was really inspired by Jay Dilla, Kanye West, Just Blaze. So, I wanted to make boom bap, hip hop inspired music. Work with one of my really good friends, Real the Poet. We put out a few albums and work with many other artists from there on. Indigo Bones, Boogie Jones, West Coast Mo now, recently, D Flowers now, recently. And as far as my solo work, I've gotten more into the electronic realm. This new album especially is way into that realm. It's a little bit weirder, a little bit more experimental sounding music. And yeah, I always try to push and evolve and try to get better with every release.
Yeah, weirder. It's I feel like anytime an artist evolves or transitions into something different, people always say it's weird for that artist to do that. Some people like Kid Cudi did something different, and they say, why would he do something like that?
Yeah, and I'm a little nervous about that. It's not like I have a giant fan base or anything like that, but it's always something that stays in the back of your mind as an artist. Is this going to be well received? Are people actually going to like it? So, it's always a risk, but, it's something that you got to do.
So I don't have the Scoville units for this, but to me, I feel like this wing's not really too hot. What would you think it is?
I have no idea about the Scoville, but it's good. I like it.
I know, it's tasty.
It's very
garlicky. So the next one is actually, I'm sure a lot of people that are watching the show, if anyone's a spicy fan, they've probably had this one before. It's the Buffalo Wild Wings mango habanero sauce. And anytime I go there, it's one of the two sauces I always order, along with their honey barbecue wings. That's not a plug for Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm just saying I love this sauce. But so, I was actually looking at your bio the other day. Sorry, we're gonna cut that. That's my dog Willow growling. I guess she doesn't like Buffalo Wild Wings. I found out that you've performed, countless times around the area. You do a lot of live shows on YouTube. What was your most memorable live show?
Most memorable live show. It was actually the worst live show that I ever did. It was actually with Real the Poet. We were in Bloomington, and it was some showcase. This was back in 2013, something like that. And this guy, I had my machine with me, and this person came up to me, and they were like, "What is that? What do you have there?" And I was like, "Oh, you'll find out." Just real arrogant, just a real cocky jerk. And I got up there on the stage, and my computer would not work at all.
No.
So there was no music playing. I would get through half of a beat, and the machine was just crashed and shut down. So we were up there for like 5 minutes and just completely bombed. And that was afterwards. We were just like looking at each other, like, "What just happened? Where do we go from here?" Like it was awful.
So it was just like you were playing for a few seconds and then just dead silence after that.
Yeah.
So like a reel was trying to rap over nothing.
Mm-hmm. And it would just shut off and wouldn't load up because like back then my computer was really slow. So we'd be sitting there for like a couple minutes just trying to get the file to reload and everything. It was just like, it was terrible. It was the worst show we've ever done.
I actually remember I went to one of your shows probably around the same time, maybe a year prior. I remember because it was in Bloomington, which is where we both went to school at. And it was, I think, the first time I heard Real the Poet actually perform, and you were up there on the, you're producing. And this one artist came up, and he just started freestyling. And everyone was getting into it. He seemed so into it. And I just saw Real, like, look to the side, like, what? I was like, what are we talking about? And at the end of the show, I go up to him. I'm like, why'd you do that? He's like, did you hear what he was saying? And that was like some sketchy shit.
I do remember that. D-Dot was also on the bill for that one. Shout out to D-Dot. And it wasn't him. It was another dude. I can't remember what his name is, but he went on to do like one of those like pyramid scheme type artist thing, trying to get people on mixtapes and stuff. It was all bad.
Also, he'll never be on Hot Ones.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I probably won't either. Or we're on Hot. What is this called?
Hot Ass Chicken.
Hot ass chicken.
There it is, folks.
Mild ones.
Mild ones. The next sauce is actually gifted to us from one of our best friends, Julian. It is a Tabasco branded sauce. It's called Scorpion sauce. So, again, I've never had this one before. I'm really interested to try it.
The last one was kind of hit me a little bit.
Yeah. So,
Scorpion sauce?
Scorpion sauce. Just sounds spicy. So I know you mentioned a few influences earlier, Kanye, a few other people, but I just wanted to know, who were 3 musical artists that have had or currently have a great influence on your music?
Definitely Jay Dilla, number 1, for sure. Right now, I've been listening to a ton of Flying Lotus. Oh, excuse me.
They're getting hot already?
Getting a little.
We're not even halfway done.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of a wuss. I'll finish, but who else? Who else have I been listening to? I mean, Madlib, of course. I mean, I listen to Madlib a ton. So I mean, definitely those 3 are who I've been heavy rotation all the time since I've just started making music.
Is there anybody new that you've recently come into, maybe not necessarily new to making music or producing music, but someone that is like groundbreaking that you say, man, I really like what they're doing. I'm gonna try to replicate some of their stuff in my music.
I mean, I've been listening to them for a while. Give me a second.
Yeah, the Scorpion is pretty good. It doesn't smell that hot.
Whew. But Kaytranada, I've been listening to Kaytranada a lot. He's influenced a lot of my other up-tempo stuff. I've been listening to a lot of Rat-a-tat here recently. Kid Cudi had rapped over a whole lot of their music before, but I've really just started really diving into their catalog a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna need a napkin.
I know. I was thinking, hey, producer, can we get a napkin? Moist towelette? Anything? Or... Are you ready for our surprise skit called "Explain That Gram"?
Yes.
Well, you better be, because we're going to go through it anyway. So, my producer has actually pulled up this Instagram video from, I think, about 7 years ago. And we briefly referred to it before this skit today, and you said, I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm looking forward to seeing how you're going to explain this.
That was something I have no idea where I found that, but I thought that was hilarious. That was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Because at that time I was going through a whole lot of this magazine or this catalog called Hammock or Smeckler. My grandma used to get it. I'm pronouncing it wrong, but they had such weird stuff, and like I would post it to Instagram and just make fun of it, and that was just another thing that I would post to Instagram and just make fun of. But I have no idea where it came from. I don't remember, but yeah, looking back at it again, it still makes me laugh. So
Can't remember the last time I saw anyone play kazoo. Pretty impressive, though. I mean, he got all the notes and everything. All right, you ready for the fourth wing? Fourth wing.
I think so.
So this is, once you finish this, we're over halfway done. And this one is actually, it's just called Hot. Hot on the Road Again. It comes from that same Christmas pack that I got earlier. I took 4 sauces I got from that, so this is the second of the 4 that we're going through today. Cool. The rest of them are obviously getting a lot spicier. So, I know it's been out for a few years, but I finally just started watching the first season of The Mandalorian. So I know I'm way behind the curve. But I noticed that in the show, there is a ship, like a spaceship called the Razor Crest.
Yep.
And I realized you are a big disc golf fan. You're a big Marvel Universe, Star Wars fan, or Disney Plus fan. You actually created your own disc golf course on your own property, and you named it Razor Crest.
Yep.
Took me almost a year to put that together, how you came up with that. So I was just wondering, do you take any influences like that from, from cinema, from Marvel, from Star Wars, from disc golf, and apply them at all to your musical creations?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I take influence from everywhere, really. I mean, I was listening to an old beat today off of Misty Mountain Chops called Pillars, and I sampled the first Jedi mind trick on screen where Obi-Wan, where they're trying to get past the stormtroopers on Tatooine. I put that in there. I sampled it. Don't sue me, Disney. But yeah, I put that in there. So I mean, I definitely take inspiration from that. And yeah, Razor Crest Park. I'm a big disc golf fan. The reason why I named it that was because of The Mandalorian, and I have a couple mandatories on there, and disc golf mandatories are called Mandos, so that's why I called it Razor Crest Park. So yeah, that's where that connection came from. It's kind of on the nose, but I mean, I think it works.
So how are you doing spice-wise right now?
This one isn't too bad. I think the Scorpion one was definitely the hottest one so far. This one is a whole lot nicer.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. It's kind of nice going to a more mild sauce after that. That Scorpion one, I may have to buy that for my own fridge. So we have 3 left. The next one comes from that same Christmas packet. And instead of the hot, it is the extra hot. Trust me, this one is actually a lot more hot. I tried it before this show today. I recently found out that you used to be a DJ. This is probably over 10 years ago. And you used to do local parties and weddings. What is the craziest thing that you happen to see at a wedding or a reception?
Really, none of the weddings and stuff have been that crazy. Because, I mean, weddings have basically the same playlist in every wedding. You'll play the Cha-Cha Slide, you'll play Cupid Shuffle, you'll play the Electric Slide, and then, Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra stuff throughout dinner. So, I mean, there's only about usually max 30 people on the dance floor at one time. Mm-hmm. So, and people don't really get as drunk at weddings as they do other places, unless they're the bride and groom. The bride and groom get a little crazy, but as far as like the general crowd, they try to keep it a little bit couth, I guess. So, yeah, but I mean, I want to start playing some more clubs and stuff as far as like DJing and stuff. Whew.
Little hot.
It's a little hot. It's not very good though. I don't really like it that much, but it's hot.
It's called the extra hot. I didn't think it was really much of a step above the hot sauce.
Well, you're a bigger man than me, I guess.
Or maybe yours just had more sauce on it.
It's kind of vinegary. That's the thing that's getting me.
So we only have 2 wings left. And these are going to be the hottest ones that we've tried.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think I had some residuals from the last one because I finished that one. It wasn't too bad.
Well, let's see about the next ones. Don't worry. I guarantee the last one is going to make you sweat. So this next one is actually one that I just picked up today. It's a ghost pepper sauce. Ghost pepper, pretty damn hot. So throughout this is actually going to be our lightning round. So I'm going to I'm going to just mention like a few, people or phrases, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and start eating it. And the very first one that I'm going to say is proudest career achievement.
Coming in top 5 out of Knott's. He's a producer out of Virginia. He had a contest for like a sample challenge, and I came in the top 5 out of like 10,000 entries. So
Man.
I didn't win. Praise won.
No, but still.
Yeah. So I mean, it was still pretty cool. So I had like,
100%.
it was to win like a MK3, a machine MK3. So and I had like 2 days to figure out how to get to Virginia from my house in Pekin. So I just ended up driving to Norfolk, Virginia. I booked a hotel and just drove out there. It took like 11 hours. Driving home was a little sketchy. I hit a bear in Virginia. I think it was a bear.
You hit a bear?
I'm pretty sure I hit a bear.
Your car hit a bear.
Yeah, I hit a bear.
And you kept driving.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to stop and see if the bear was okay. It's a bear. I have no idea if it was a bear or not, but I'm saying it was a bear because it was in the mountains in
Probably a
Virginia.
squirrel. No.
No, it was big. Like, I hit it, and I felt it, but, yeah, and then I had a possum coming into Pekin, so it was, I felt real bad about both of them. I hit 2 animals on the way home, coming home from Virginia, so wasn't fun. I didn't feel good about it, so. This hot sauce isn't really too bad. I like it, though.
What is the best redneck cooking method?
Best redneck cooking method? Well, in Pekin, the Lions Club, which is like they're like a charity organization. They have like these like concrete pits, like they're basically made out of cinder blocks, and they used to make like chickens, like chicken quarters out of them, and basically like they'd have volunteers. They'd fill up the whole pit with charcoal, and they have volunteers, like usually like Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, something like that. They have little spray bottles full of water, and the chicken was on these big racks, and the little kids would like go through and spray all like the flames down and everything like that, and everybody else would like flip the chicken every like 5 minutes or something like that. And they had this sauce, and like all the Lions Club guys, they had like these big mops, and they would go through and they would mop all that chicken like every time it got flipped, like every 2 or 3 minutes. This stuff was awesome. Like, the fire department does it too. It's okay. It's alright, but it's not the Lions Club's chicken. Like, it's like vinegary. it's just so good. I can't even describe it. Like the vinegar just like soaks into the chicken doing it that
It's
way.
like not FDA approved.
I mean, it's fine. It's fire. So it's all done and everything, but I mean, it is delicious. So I'm gonna put that as number one.
Which song of yours would best illustrate your style to a new listener?
That's a tough one because I try not to do the same thing all the time. Probably my new album is out now. I'm fine. Just listen to that and you'll get my whole style.
Well, let's do a plug for it right now. What's the name of it?
It's called I'm Fine. It came out July 26th. It's got a whole different blend of like electronic, some up-tempo stuff, some boom bap. So it's a pretty good sample of the stuff I do and stuff I like to do and stuff I listen to. So
check it out. You'll hear some great music. Great music to play in your car as well when you're driving down the street.
Bass is loud.
Bass is loud. Final lightning round question before we move on to the next wing. One Louisville rapper everyone should know.
Just one?
Just one. I shouldn't limit you.
I mean, there's a bunch. Indigo Moans, my guy, he's dope. Some younger guys, Horace Gaither, I'm a big fan of his. He works with Shy and Doughboy a lot. They do Vintage Wave with me in Louisville. Jay Dreams, he's really dope. Golly, who else? Ad Kendall is fire. Jans is really good. And I mean, there's just a ton. There's a ton of talent in Louisville. I mean, people should really. Oh, Hendo. I don't know how I forgot Hendo. Hendo's super fire.
Yeah, how was I going to limit you to one person?
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of people. I mean, Louisville's awesome. So I mean, just Google Louisville hip hop.
Everyone watching this right now, rewind 1 minute, take a listen to all those people he just mentioned, and go ahead and give them a YouTube stream.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for the last wing?
I think so.
So this is going to be the end all to be all. This is called the exit here, Carolina Reaper. I've tried this a few times already. You can see the bottle's pretty much empty. Trust me, it is hot. I've given up on it a few times.
Great.
You're going to be able to do it, but
I got a giant turkey leg
yep,
right here too.
before you take a bite of it, I am going to ask you a trivia question.
Okay.
Before you finish that wing, you have to get it right.
All
so,
right.
hope you can do it.
Do I have to take a bite of the wing first?
Yes.
All right.
So you have described yourself as a Marvel movie buff. I know at one point a few years ago you watched a lot of the movies in almost a weekend. You caught up on several years worth.
Mm-hmm.
Can you name 4 of the first 5 of the Marvel Universe movies?
Iron Man was first.
Doesn't have to be in order, but if you do that,
I'll do it in order.
That's even more impressive.
I think Captain America, the first Avenger, was second. Hulk. Thor. And the Avengers?
No. So, the first 4 you mentioned, I actually have the
Was
list.
Iron Man 2 before the Avengers?
Yes, it was. So,
okay.
So if you swap Iron Man 2 with the Avengers, you got all 5 of them. So the correct order... Originally, I was going to ask you to do these in order, but I didn't know if you were that much of a buff. Pretty damn close, though.
I am.
So, the first 5 in order were Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, then Iron Man 2. It came out soon after Iron Man.
Iron Man 2 was before Captain America?
Yep, and then Thor, and then Captain America. So Captain America was the 5th one. I was about to pull out the mighty buzzer when you said that Captain America was second. No, it wasn't. All right, so our plates are clean. The big idea is you finish all the wings. I guess you're still standing before we roll off the red carpet for you. I mean, what's next for you? What's going on in your life?
Just producing more music, and I mean, I've got a couple more videos coming out that I want to do. Just try to progress every day and try to get better every day and try to do stuff bigger and better every release. So I appreciate you having me on here. This is
Oh, it's
awesome.
been great to have you.
Way above my expectations.
Great guest.
man.
Everyone watching this, end of July 2022, his new album's coming out. Go check it out. Other than that, it was great having you. Hope you enjoyed your wings. Hopefully your digestive system is okay tomorrow.
They were delicious.
they
Thank you.
they were. All right. See you next time.
All right.
All right. Thank you,
I think
producer.
talking-
Yeah, that's
Talking
it.
actually makes
Thank
it
you.
worse.
It kind of does, I guess. Normally when you're eating, you're not talking. So in this parody, this is my first time filming this. So I have a much better respect for the authentic Sean Evans.